Kevin Garnett was squandering his Hall of Fame career with no hopes for a ring in Minnesota, but it's all changed now. Garnett is in Boston, and now Boston is in the mix among the top contenders in the Eastern Conference and the NBA for that matter. Here's the deal. Celtics get the 10-time All-Star in exchange for 5 players and 2 future first-round draft picks. But a new era is underway now in Boston.
Man, Paul, you guys all look so young in that video. Welcome back to The Jump. As y'all just saw at home, today marks the 13th anniversary of the Celtics acquiring Kevin Garnett. No better person to join us for the rest of this discussion than our own senior writer, the Hall of Famer, Jackie MacMullan. Jackie, so thrilled you're with us. What was your reaction to that trade when it first happened?
Well, you know, it's funny, Rachel, on June 28th of 2007, I'm in Alaska with my family, and I find out the Celtics trade for Ray Allen. And I'm thinking, well, why are they doing that? They're giving up on a young player, Jeff Green, a top 5 player. Why are they doing this? This makes no sense to me. So when I got home in early to mid-July, I called Danny Ainge and I said, Danny, I've got all the data here. Trading for a shooting guard that's over 32, bad idea. I'm going to rip you. Talk me out of it. And he said, well, on the record, we think Ray Allen's going to be great because he'll always be fit and he'll be a great player. Off the record, Jackie, I was doing it because I was trying to get Kevin Garnett to come here. It didn't work, but you can understand why. And I thought, well, that's a good reason. 2 weeks later, the trade's back on. And talk about the rest is history. Why was the trade back on? I think it had something to do with one of the panelists we have right here, who I'm pretty sure was relentless in convincing Kevin Garnett to come. Am I right, Paul?
Hey, listen, I wanted to do anything I could to get Kevin Garnett in Boston. All I ever wanted was an opportunity to win a championship. Being on so many teams that didn't make the playoffs, that made the playoffs first-round exit, and when you heard the name Kevin Garnett in the trade, I was like, I think I went to the gym that day like and started getting up shots because I was getting ready. For the first time in my career to be on a contending team that featured Kevin Garnett and Ray Allen, that was a dream come true, Jackie, because I thought my future in Boston was almost over.
Right.
Well, we know Paul was happy, but Perk, I don't think you were happy at the time, right?
No, I wasn't. I was hotter than fish grease because, listen, we were giving up one of my great friends, Al Jefferson. I was the starting center at the time. He was the power forward. We thought we was building around, we thought the organization was building around us along with Paul Pierce. I heard about the trade. I didn't care because I wasn't looking at the bigger picture. And at that time, I didn't like KG anyway. He didn't like me, I didn't like him.
Hey, listen,
so I didn't
let me tell y'all,
so I didn't even care.
Listen, tell you, the first time KG came to the locker room, he was like, man, am I going to have an issue with Perk? Because when he was in Minnesota, him and Perk used to get into it. I remember that. And that's the first thing Kevin said. He said, am I going to have an issue with Perk? I said, nah, big fella, he good. You good. And here we are today. They best friends.
Hey.
Well, hey, it all worked out. You guys have rings on your fingers and a lifelong friendship, I know, that carries through to this day. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.